On the other side, P.J. Dozier, Haywood Highsmith, Chris Kumaji out of Florida State.
You know, you look at Chris, well, that's where Kumaji brings a lot of value at this level as a rim protector. Runs well, challenges shots well.
Thibault hits the corners.
Shot preparation. Gets rid of it quickly.
And Boucher answers with it. Also no good for Highsmith. Thompson finds Hernandez, who bullies his way to the basket. Jump ball. Thibault stepped out of bounds as he meandered down the sideline. The ball.
And then they're forced into more decision-making like that. There's Thibault right there, makes a smart decision. It's about making the simple play, and that's what he did.
Moore played his college basketball at Division II Wheeling Jesuit in West Virginia. Kumaji with the rejection of Hernandez at the rim.
Well, especially as the three-point line gets wider and you step into your jump shot in the corner, oftentimes you really don't have room to do that.
Wigginton goes down and gets the shot to fall as well.
And if you're going to play at Texas Tech, you better have a motor. He definitely has that.
Dozier had the shot altered by Hernandez, and it's Smith from 15 feet.
That is a 10 days at the Summer League non-dunk.
Legs are tired, kind of jump.
Yeah.
Midway through the first quarter, nice dish. Wigginton to Boucher for three. Showing his range from three. Certainly a great reputation as a defensive player coming out of Oregon, second in history.
So I walked into Barclays a couple of years ago, and they're going to play Syracuse. And P.J. Dozier, I hadn't seen him play before, as we knocked Wigginton
out of Virginia. And then Portland and Milwaukee with all three games streaming live on the ESPN app, so you can watch wherever you go. Sing for weeks for this moment.
Zeljko Sakic is a guy to watch, by the way. He played in the Olympic Games in 2016. Cross several years ago.
That was going to be our unsanctioned trivia question, was how many people could name the mascot for UT Arlington?
The Mavs. I've been to the arena. Have you ever been to the arena?
No.
They have a tremendous arena. Chris Ogden, head coach there now. And we'll see him in the next game. If he really applies himself, matures, and plays hard, he can play in this league.
Nice drive and finish for Mariel Shayos' A&M. And last year was on a two-way deal with the Cavs. Got waived in January and finished out his season in Spain. For the players on these two teams, it's their last game of Summer League. So you're thinking, okay, am I going to be a G League player? Am I going to be one of the last guys on a roster?
Pascal Siakam of Toronto. I loved him out of New Mexico State. I saw him dive over the first row for a loose ball. And that was my first.
Not only to know what your role is, but to accept that, understand it, and that can help you have a much more longer lasting existence. There's Hernandez, who swoops in, 59th pick in the draft this year. At the opposite end, Zach Hank shot as well in terms of his selection.
The other thing he does, he really communicates defensively. He's like a traffic cop inside of that defense.
Always a good time to buy a jersey. So if you have an American Express card, you can use it and get covered on jerseys for a full year with your Amex. So the folks who bought, let's say, a Johnny Manziel or a Tim Couch Cleveland Browns quarterback jersey, and they've got the duct tape about 17 layers down.
He really has a big basketball IQ, high basketball IQ. I think that's a really neat matchup of talented players. It's going to be up in the
canopy level of the Rainforest Cafe.
I'm more of a Piero's guy as you watch Mariel Shire. There.
Now, I don't know if I'm going to make it to our second game today, if there really are people looking for me. I might get taken out. Number 30 here in blue with the ball. Comes from Charlevoix, Michigan. That's, if you have your hand held up, your mitten, it's the Northwest. And got his degree in environmental biology. So his academic, I can't believe that's right. You got three Ivy League guys as well.
Ivy League guys there now. I mean, I listen.
Oh, how about the rejection? The rise at the rim from Boucher. Davis, the lob. He had two teammates in the vicinity, and it's Wigginton who finishes for Toronto. Antonio. Spurs have gotten good Summer League play from Lonnie Walker, former college team.
Of course, Trae Young. That's an interesting organization with the number of young players they have in their organization.
As you mentioned Atlanta as well, you have DeAndre Hunter, who got banged up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's the Dumb and Dumber. Okay, there's a light blue one and there's an orange one. So Rich Hollenberg wore the blue and I wore the orange.
I'm sure your wife was very happy when you had to explain that purchase.
I slept on the couch for several weeks because she couldn't stop laughing at me.
He's not lying, folks. Wigginton with the three. And here comes Philadelphia looking to get a bucket and close out the half to extend their lead past 7. Deep try, and it's good for Dozier. And finished his career at Iowa State, has 11. Terrence Davis through traffic and gets a default. Signed a 2-way deal with the Sixers back in January, but got waived in late June. He comes down as Elton Brand is the GM there, going into his 2nd season. You know, one of the things that he jumped at, the opportunity to play in Philadelphia.
Not afraid of the big situation. Cubs fans hate him, so I love him.
So if anybody couldn't tell, Kentucky, I think more teams should go in baseball sleeveless jerseys. Yeah, just as I think.
That's so valuable.
Is that something that can be taught?
Sure. I mean, we would spend hours, but if they don't, I'd like to see that too. I think. Look at what this thing has done. In the last 15 years here in Las Vegas, this is an Evo Francis, I'll tell you.
I don't know if I have 30 minutes to block out for that.
He ended up scoring over 100 points a game multiple times at Rio Grande.
Terrence Davis controls it for Toronto. And he had solid
feet defensively. He uses his chest to repel the dribble penetration.
Mack against Morgan. And he uses his height to...
Great slip. Great slip.
Tell it like it is, Mark.
He should go back to his other name.
Morgan gets to the Palestra, which he did throughout the course of his college career as well, playing against Penn. You've got to walk the really scary squad. Corner try no good for Allman Jr. Smith ahead of the pack with the right hand from the left side.
Comes out of Point Guard University, Murray State, a racer. I remember some guy named John Morant that comes out of the same place, and Isaiah Cannon as well.
Another guy from the OVC who we're not seeing in this game for Toronto, Corey Walden out of Eastern Kentucky.
Yep.
Hernandez with the feed for Terrence Davis. Went to UCF to finish things out and has been all over, playing in Kosovo, Australia, and was with Delaware in the G League last year. Thibault and grabs his own miss.
Yeah, then he follows it. Does so many simple little things well.
Thibault connects on the three-pointer.
I saw him dismantle the Syracuse zone. I'm sorry you're a Syracuse dad. But he did.
Jesse Govan.
Biggest heart of any player I've seen. I mean, he competes so hard every single possession. He bet on himself, finisher guy. But he's more than that now. He's become a lockdown defender, a really good offensive rebounder, tremendous offensive rebounder. Toronto has left that you throw out there.
Where are you thinking, weighted basketball or inflatable?
I want a real basketball that's painted red that everybody can see.
Flare.
Flare would be good too. Although you might be tempted to shoot at somebody. That wouldn't be good.
Let's not advocate. But I would like to give a challenge to Dan Dockich as an analyst, not as a coach. Just that he has the ability to stop the game from the announcers to bet.
Yeah. No, leave him where he's at right now.
Shayok with the step back. Oh, that's smooth.
Now, if maybe you want to run more, have more freedom, run the floor and things like that, I get it.
You're A-, you could say, and you're bringing your A+ for Croatia. 108-102. Toronto made it close down the stretch, but Philadelphia hangs on to earn its second and final victory.